Good afternoon and welcome back to Asgard, and welcome to another episode of our SkyFactory 2.5 modded Minecraft Let's Play series. If you recall, as far as magical episodes, we've been working on Witchery, and today we're going to be doing the same thing because there's still so much in this mod, and I'm still having a lot of fun with it. I hope you guys are having a lot of fun with it, watching it and everything. So today we're going to start getting into Infusion. So the first thing that we're going to want is we are going to want to get ourselves just our golden chalk and some infernal chalk. I may have to make some more of that. I'm not entirely sure. But I think we're going to set this ritual up. Let's see, it would be like that. Yeah, I think we'll just put it right out here. And we're going to need a small ritual circle made out of infernal chalk. And then we're going to need a a medium, circle of chalk. Yeah, we're going to have to make some more of that. Luckily, I've got the distillery running. We got our Tear of the Goddess, and let's see, we're going to need some wood ash, right? We'll grab that, and get a little bit of this changed over for quicklime. I know we need gypsum, right? I can't ever recall. Ritual chalk requires, yes, gypsum, which is quicklime and foul fumes in the distillery. Do we have... never mind, we've got gypsum. Scratch that. Alright, so let's set this up really quick. And then to get our infernal chalk, if I recall, it's what? Blaze powder and netherworts? Correct. Yes, okay. So let's get that. Netherwort. Okay. And the witch's cauldron, it goes. Here you go, and here you go, and here you go. No, I don't want that back. Like, duh. Alright. And do it. Cha-cha-cha. There we go. Cool. Okay, so back to drawing out our ritual like so. There we go. So we've got that set up. Now, for the infusion, the way this works, there's a few different infusions that we're going to be doing today. The first ones are fairly basic, fairly easy to do. So we're going to start with those. Let me make sure and go ahead and take this off, just so we don't have any issues with that. So the first thing that we're going to infuse, we don't necessarily need it, but it's a fun item. And, if you guys are starting a new series or something, or a new pack, and you want to get straight into Witchery, crafting yourself a enchanted broom is definitely nice to get early on. And it's really not that hard. We're not super far into Witchery. It's not been that expensive. More time consuming than anything at this point. With a little bit of risk, I guess, but you can honestly get to infusion crafting fairly quickly. So you're going to get yourself a broom, and then we're also going to need to craft some flying ointment. So let's get that. Now this is wool of bat, a feather, some redstone soup, a diamond and a belladonna. Oh, I hate redstone soup, and we don't have any redstone soup. Okay, I tell you what, I am going to remember this time to wear my witch's outfit. And another thing that we should see about crafting is Witchery has slippers. Okay, these aren't. I couldn't remember if there was any slippers that affected your potions. But those don't, so. Okay, so redstone soup. Let's start with that. Let's start with the bad thing. Tongue of dog. It's really not that bad. Mainly the wool of bat. And I have one. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to go get some wool of bat, it looks like. We're out of tongue of dog too. Tongue of dog is a little bit easier. It's in the nether. That's not a problem. So that and redstone soup. Redstone, belladonna, mandrake, and luck. So redstone, belladonna, mandrake, and luck, right? No, we have a cluckinator. Okay. Do we have any... We don't have any drops of luck in here either. So to get that... Alright. Let me get started. Why is this not... Oh, because we need more clay jars. Okay. Give me a minute, because this is going to take a little while to craft up. And get the extra wool of bat and all that. So I'll be back in a minute, and we'll continue with this. Okay, welcome back. So we just got the refined evil, and we should be all set now to get all this stuff. So let's... Whoops, wrong one first. There we go. Mandrake, Netherwart, Tear of the Goddess, Refined Evil, and Mutandis Extremis. Give that a second, and we should get our drop of luck. And there it is. And now for our redstone soup. I hate making this stuff. We need redstone, tongue of dog, drop of luck, belladonna, wool of bat, and mandrake. So that, and that. So, let's get a bucket. And then also let's get some bottles. And let's get... When I was out getting bats, I was going to capture one in the golden lasso, maybe make a spawner or something with it. But after I decided to do that, I didn't find any more, so yay for me. So let's throw all this stuff into here. That. And we'll give it just a second, just to be on the safe side. Looks like our altar's coming back up. And it should be good now. We got one. Oh, how lucky we are. Damn it. Okay. Well, let me see something here. What all is redstone soup for? The seeping shoes. Those are actually kind of nice. And the filled chalice. Okay. It better be for flying ointment, right? Yeah, okay. Feather, wool of bat, belladonna, diamond, that stuff's not a problem. So let's get our belladonna, wool of bats. You're going to use a lot of this stuff. Now, normally it's not really an issue to get that, but I've noticed in SkyFactory, bats aren't terribly common to come across. Now, they were actually in the basement of our tech building until I lit it up. So, shame on me, I guess. Feather, and then a potion of swiftness. let's see here. Feather's not a problem. Potion of swiftness, could be bad. Potion of swiftness. We need the 8-minute one right here. Cool. We got these. We got these in spades. All right. All the loot bags is what it is. Like you get a good source of loot bags, and like you don't have to worry about potions anymore. Okay, so let's chuck all this in here. And there we go. Should be that. Let's see, how's our altar doing? Okay, our altar's fine on power. Fingers crossed. I mean, I guess we don't need this brew as much. No, we still only got one though, so maybe those you can only get one. I don't know. Either that or we're just really shitty unlucky today. So we got our flying ointment. And that's really all you need is the broom and the flying ointment. And by the way, you're going to use this infusion ritual for quite a bit of things, as you'll see today, and we're not even going to do, you know, all of them, because there's quite a few different things you can do with it. But if we take our broom and our flying ointment and throw them in the middle, and right-click, and it's going to say unknown ritual, and yeah, that's pretty much how it works. Okay, welcome back. I guess it has to be normal chalk. So maybe I just made a mistake, or I could have swore it used to be infernal. Maybe not. So now that we've got that set up, let's throw our broom and our ointment on there. Right-click it. And there we go. So now we got our enchanted broom. And if we, for example, if we come over here and we just right-click it, of course, you'll see that we're not wearing anything that's flying right now. Then we can just right-click on the broom to mount it. And we can fly it around. Now, I can't remember, how is it that we, how do we increase our altitude? Okay, welcome back. Now I figured it out. What it is depending on where you're looking, like if you look up, you're going to fly up. And then if you look down, you're going to fly down. Is the way that it works. Now, you will note that it does not turn on a dime at all. Controlling this thing is kind of clunky. Now, that is intended. There is a way to improve it once we get a bit farther in Witchery. We'll be able to improve it with using a familiar. If we use an owl familiar with it, we can actually make it a bit better. And also, this thing doesn't, like if we were to fly up here and then sit on it for just a second, you will notice that we'll start dropping slowly. So, but now we're a proper witch, or warlock, I guess. I don't know, do warlocks normally ride brooms, though? Maybe. I think that's just witches, though. Anyway, so that's how we get that. It's just kind of a fun tool. Now, of course, once we have jetpacks and stuff, so we may not use that as much. But anyhow, next up, though, let's continue with infusion. We're going to be doing a lot of infusion this episode. So the next thing that I want to infuse is a quartz sphere. Now, this is crafted, if we take a look here, blocks of quartz, nether quartz, and some glass. So let's get a piece of glass and a bit of quartz. Okay. And let's check on our altar. Let's see what our power's at. Okay, our power's up. These infusions do take a little bit of power, so you want to keep that in mind. What is it on the inside, right? Chances are that's wrong, though, because I always get all of them wrong. They're like that. Okay, so we got our quartz sphere. We're also going to want to get ourselves a gold ingot, which, of course, that's not a problem. And then some happenstance oil. Now, this stuff, if we take a look here, happenstance oil, fucking redstone soup. Okay. And then we also need a golden carrot, a spider eye, potion of night vision, eye of ender, and mandrake root. So, redstone soup. Redstone, tongue of dog. I think we've probably got everything at the ready though, so it's probably not going to be that bad to craft this one. And I believe this is the last soup that we're going to need this episode. I hope. So tired of making redstone soup. Drop of luck, belladonna. Okay. Mandrake. And then what? Wool of bat, I think. Okay. So we just need that drop of luck, which I think I've already got some made up, I believe. No, I'll have to get that stuff crafted. So give me just a second. I'm going to get that stuff together, and I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, welcome back. So, I believe we have to do this ritual at night. So, it's nighttime now. It's around midnight, so let's give this a shot again. And that. There we go. Now it's working. And padoosh. There we go. So, for that one, you just need the 11 by 11. You don't need the 7 by 7, but you can leave that in there. It's not going to hurt anything. So this, we'll go ahead and put this actually here on our altar. And we have angered the gods. Cool. The crone and her sisters. Awesome. Now the thing is, you can use that to tell the future. And the problem with it is whatever it says is going to happen. So, since it says that we angered the crone and her sisters, I don't know exactly what that one is going to do, but we're going to make somebody angry. And could be bad. Now, you could get positive effects as well. So, you know, that's an option also. However, what we want to do with it is a little bit more in depth, I guess. So we're going to craft ourselves our first tag lock kit. So we're just going to need a bone needle, some flint, and bone to get that. So let's get a tag lock. Now normally you'll make a tag lock kit fairly early into Witchery, especially if you're on like a server or something, you're playing with other people. You'll craft one of these, and this is how you're going to get samples of like a person's blood to use in your rituals. But what we're going to use it for is something a little bit different. Now first up, we're going to use this on our bed. And so we now have a tag lock kit that says Vincent Leroux, which is me. And we're also going to just come over here and let's get, I don't know if this is going to be too far. Not for sure. We'll try it. And we're going to tag lock that cow. So let's fly back over here really quick. And let's use our tag lock kit for me. And if we hold right click, you'll notice that I can see all around our character here, like a sky view. And if I release it, it's going to remove or bring us back to our camera. And then if I use the cow, yeah, it's too far. It's kind of what I was afraid of. Let me grab just an animal, maybe our cow. If he's still, I think it's you. Okay, and let's bring him over here, and I'll show you how this works. And this can be done with other creatures, not just cows. Actually, I guess I could have done it with the demon. But we'll put our cow right there. and then we'll use this with the cow tag lock, and you'll notice that we can now see out of the cow's eyes. And basically like we're the cow. Now we can't control it, but we can see through him. So you can actually kind of use this to spy on people as well, on like on a server or something. If you wanted to, you could get tag locks of their animals, and then be able to see through their animals' eyes. And there's a few other little odd and end things that you can do with it. That's kind of cool, but just kind of a fun little item to play around with. So I figured we'd make one. Now next up, this one, the next item we're going to make is a little bit more to it, I guess. We are going to do infusion on ourselves. So you can, instead of just infusing items, you can infuse yourself if you so desire. Now it is dangerous, so we're going to kind of go through this. First up, to actually do the infusion, we're going to need an infernal animus. I believe we are able to craft this. We're going to need some redstone soup, of course, a demon heart, refined evil, a blaze rod, and a voodoo poppet. So, voodoo poppet, Spanish moss. Well, we need the voodoo one. Well, we're going to have to make a standard poppet first. Fermented butter. Okay, all that's pretty easy. So let's get some Spanish moss here, which we are going to need shears for that. And I don't have any on me, really? Okay, let me go grab some. Let me get this stuff gathered. I know the episode's already running kind of long, and we got a little bit to cover for this. So I'm going to get those items together, especially like the redstone soup and stuff. And I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, welcome back. So we got our negative fortune. Baba Yaga just attacked us, which is... It could be bad for you if you notice she has a lot of health. Yeah, it's going to be bad for us. God. She just like nerfed the shit out of my health. And when she spawns, she actually summons a lot of bats. So, we're going to try to kill these off actually, because we could use the wool of bat that they of course have a chance to drop. Now she does drop a hat and stuff as well. So, oh, did she despawn? I think she did. Yes. Okay, you'll notice that she vanished off. But anyway, eventually we can summon her and actually fight her and kill her. That's terrifying though, because I'm wearing like high-end gear, and she bottomed out my health. Pretty rough. So, just be aware if you get that bad fortune, that's what's probably going to happen. But there are a lot of other kinds of fortunes and stuff, so just be aware of that. I believe we're just about ready. I've got the redstone soup, the refined evil, the voodoo poppet, the potion of harming. The only other thing we have to grab is a demon heart. So let's really quickly see if he will offer us one. No. So I think we've pretty much used him up. So let's plan on just killing him, because I think that's really our only option at this point. Where's our Arthana? There, okay. And we'll just have to get a new demon. And... no heart? Nope. Okay, shoot. Alright, give me a second, because I'm going to have to summon a new demon and everything. I'll tell you what, actually, we'll just use one of these hearts, and I'll do that later. That'll be fine, because we've still got plenty of altar power. Okay, so now that we've got that, let's get this filled up with water, and we'll get our infernal. Throw this back on, and we're going to need this, and I'm going to throw this one back because I don't want to accidentally grab that, but we're going to need that. Okay, here we go. Throw all of that into there. And fingers crossed. Oh, we got 2 infernal animus. That's awesome. Let me go ahead and fill that up with the water. However, I don't know that I think this is like the only thing that uses infernal animus, but I could be incorrect on that. Okay, so we've got our animus. Now that is the only thing we need for the actual rite. However, we are going to want to make ourselves a death protection poppet. And the reason being is because whenever you infuse yourself, if you're killed during the infusion, you're not going to get the effects of the infusion. And as a side note, when you infuse yourself, like, I believe it's 100% chance that it'll happen. It might be possible to survive it, but I've never done it. But chances are you're going to be just instantly killed when you do the rite. So you want to make sure and have some form of death protection. And Witchery's method is death protection poppet. So to craft this, we are going to need diamond vapor, a drop of luck, and some gold nuggets. Now, yeah, I was afraid I don't have the drop of luck. I'm going to really quickly get some of this made up. And I'll be back in just a second. Okay, welcome back. I really quickly made some infernal chalk as well, because I believe the one that we're doing, there's multiple different infusions that you can do on yourself, but if I recall correctly, the one that we're doing does require the infernal chalk. So we'll get our death protection poppet, and the way this works is we're going to want to bind it to ourselves. And let me see, let's get tag lock, and we'll go bind this to us. And then I believe we just, yeah, we combine it. Now if you notice, it says death protection poppet Vincent Leroux. That means that is bound to me. And you can carry these on you. There's also a poppet shelf that you can craft. Right here, it takes a few attuned stones, some green wool, and some nether brick. And any poppets that you put on this that are attuned to you, you'll get the effects of those without having to pack them around. However, we're just going to pack this because we're going to use it here in just a second. Now, if I recall, we are... gonna have to use infernal. Yeah, we're gonna have to use infernal chalk. That's what I thought. That's why I went ahead and made an extra one. So let's see. Let's actually. I wonder if there's a place that I can lay this out. I'll tell you what, I'm going to put it right here because it's not a ritual that we're going to use probably ever again. I wouldn't think. Maybe, because I don't want to just tear up all the white chalk right there, because we'll actually use that one a bit. You know what? I feel like I need it. We have the white layout right here. I don't know why I didn't use that. Man. Well, that would have saved us a bit of time. So yeah, let's just go ahead and pull all this white chalk up really, really quick because we've already got this laid out. I cannot believe that whole time it was right there. I forgot that I laid out that like that. Okay. And let's get this. And anyway, the rituals that you can do on yourself, there's 4 of them. And 2 of them will require the white chalk. 1 requires the otherworld chalk, and 1 requires the infernal chalk. And we are doing the infernal one. So, what, 7 by 7? Just like this. And then 11 by 11. There's also another really, really nice thing that you can infuse, which we may infuse it and just kind of play around with it. But basically, if you get one of those int twigs that we've talked about before from killing an int, you can actually create a wand that you can use, but you have to remember like the wand pattern. So you might go like up, up, left, right, or something. It's kind of like, you know, remembering stuff like something on Harry Potter or something, you know. But anyway, we'll throw our infernal animus in here, and when we do this, we have to stand within the circle. So just keep that in mind. We'll right click that, and pow, we get hit by it. You'll notice that we survived it, and this did not break. Okay. But anyway, now if you notice on the left hand side, there's like a little bar there. That is our new infusion bar. Now the way this works, as we use effects from this, it's going to use up a little bit of that bar, and if you want to fill it back up, the rite of infusion that we've done before, like when we infuse that attune stone over here, that's how you're going to get that charge built back up. But for example, when you use the powers with this, you're going to want to use a witch's hand, kind of as like your casting tool, I guess. And what this infernal one does is it allows us to basically control creatures. So for example, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go to one of our RF tools realms dimensions, and I'll meet you guys over there, and I'll show you how this works, because I think that'll be the best place to show you. Okay, welcome back. So the way this works, there is different combinations of like left click, right click, shift left click, shift right click, and for each different infusion you're gonna kind of want to go learn what each of them do and what the commands are to execute those. But for this one, for example, if we were to left click this pig, no, shift left click, that's going to capture him, and if we say shift right click, we can tell him to come over here. If we come up and we what is it? No, I want you. We go shift left click, and then shift left click him again. You'll notice over there at the left bar there, we have a little picture of a pig. What that means is we sacrifice the pig, and we can use his skill. And each creature has like a skill that they can pop. So for example, the pig, let me tell you what, let me go over here and let me, that's probably not gonna work since I'm wearing full draconic gear. Let me take off my armor really quick, and let me have some fun in here. Okay, so we're taking some damage, and so if we were to say right click you'll notice that it heals us up. That's what the pig and the cow and the sheep do. Those little passive creatures, their special skill will allow you to cast heal. Now, you can take this a step further. I know it's taking a second to load in. I apologize about that. It's kind of a thing when I record and I'm flying around like really fast. But over here, we've got a bunch of zombies and stuff. So let's go get some of these guys. And we'll just shift left click a few of these. And I just sacrificed the skeleton, but didn't actually mean to do that. Alright, so that creeper now works for us. And let's tell them, let's bring them over here. And, well, they don't want to do that. Let's say attack that skeleton. No. They've given up on us. We don't want the... Alright, so let's get a couple skeletons. And let's tell them... Attack this skeleton. Oh yeah, it's left click. And now you'll notice that the skeletons are all attacking that skeleton. So if we just come up and we left click what we want them to attack, they're going to start just attacking the hell out of, you know, whatever it is we told them to do. And let's tell them to attack that guy. So now they're going to start attacking him. And we could tell them, say, attack this cow. And you can actually tell the passive creatures to attack. Now, they're not going to attack all the time. They're not really that effective for attacking. However, they are extremely effective for, you know, using that heal spell. And you'll also notice above the zombie head, there's like so many like little bars there. That's how many charges of that skill that you have. So, for example, the zombie one gives us strength and resistance too. And we have, what, 4? Is that 4? 5 more charges of it. I know with the passive animals, if we get one of them, we have like 10 uses of that spell. Heal is really, really nice. Also, the zombie ability, getting strength and resistance too, that's a really nice one, especially early on when you don't have really good armor. But there's a bunch of different combinations. If you look on the wiki, you can see them all. And there, like I said, there's also other infusions. Like there's one infusion that allows you to teleport, which is kind of fun, especially if you don't have flight yet. You can use that to teleport long distances. Now keep in mind that when that bar fills, like empties out, we're going to have to re-infuse ourselves. But we're not going to have to do the full infusion ritual again. It's just the charging ritual to charge our magic back up. So, but that's pretty much how infusion works. I think we've covered the majority of it. Now, there's a few other things that you can infuse, like the seer stone and some little things like that. But the broom and the crystal ball are my 2 personal favorites. But I believe we're going to end the episode out there. I'm going to start heading back, I guess. Molten void metal. Okay. We've already got one of those, though. But if you guys enjoyed this episode, as always, please comment, like, subscribe. It's very, very much appreciated.